views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
My friends, and welcome to another episode of Meetings of the Minds in partnership with BronxNet Television. As you already know, these segments are to introduce you to our members, our partners, and our affiliates. You see, they all have resources that they want to share with our community to make sure we continue to thrive. More importantly, it tells you who is supporting you so that you in turn can support them. That's right, it works both ways. We are a membership organization, so if you're not yet a member, it's super easy. Just visit www.hispanicchamber.nyc, www.hispanicchamber.nyc, or engage with us on LinkedIn. New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all spelled out. I'm super excited about this segment because it's all about small businesses. And as Latinos, you know we like to do our thing. We love owning our businesses. But man, it comes with its own special challenges. Now, if you are a woman, a mom, and looking to become an entrepreneur, you would probably agree with me when I say the struggle is really real. I am happy to introduce Damaris Bergas, Director of the BOC Women's Business Center, to talk to us about the resources available for women in business. Hi, Damaris. How are you and how is the family?
Good morning, Sulma, and hello, everybody. Thank you for having me today. Everything is terrific. No complaints. It's been a trying time throughout 2020. But 2021 has welcomed us in community. And so we're just moving forward powerfully in my family, as well as through work and relationships that I have. So everything's fantastic.
Oh, amen. And it's all about moving forward in community and powerfully, like you said. Speaking of moving forward powerfully, Damaris, tell us a little bit about the Women's Business Center.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. And again, thank you for having me today. So just to share a little bit more about the Business Outreach Center, the Business Outreach Center, also known as BOC, is a nonprofit organization. It's been around for over 2 decades. We serve all of New York City. We work with individuals, specifically business owners, that are interested in starting a business, or if they're looking for business development support, if you're looking for identifying financing opportunities that you may qualify for, anywhere from pre-loan, post-loan assistance, microloans, anything that a business owner, specifically in the Bronx, or even throughout New York City would need. We specialize in supporting women. Many individuals don't know much about the Women's Business Center. The Women's Business Center is funded by the Small Business Administration. We have free programming to support business owners at any juncture in their business development journey.
My goodness, that's a lot of everything in one place. You know what? In my experience, I think that there's a common denominator to like the most pressing challenges, right? What is as women business owners, what do you see across the board is the number one challenge to even start your business?
Yeah, I think a new term that I actually learned recently was psychological safety, right? And I think that in the aftermath of 2020 and still being in the global pandemic, I think that many female business owners or nascent female business owners that are looking to start their business, they just don't know who to connect with. They don't know where to find a mentor. And if you don't know what you don't know, how could you move forward, right? And so really being able to outreach, really being able to work with different partners has really been critical for us. And our impact has been tremendous. And for those who are out there who do not know about the Bronx Women's Business Center, please feel free to reach out to us at bronxwbc@bocnet.org. We will support you by free trainings, free virtual workshops, or one-on-one in-person or virtual sessions to meet you where you are and support you with your needs.
So what I'm hearing a lot of, Damaris, is like we need someone to help connect us to the resources that will take us to the next level. Mentorship is definitely very, very important. You also talked about partnerships. You know, the role of director requires a lot of networking activities and making sure you partner with the right people. Some of your partners have been portals like GoDaddy, financial institutions, the Legal Aid Society, I mean, including the New York City Public Library, right? Why are these connections so important, and what resources have they been able to provide for women? Can you give us a couple of examples on that?
Yeah, I would say specifically individuals in these specific organizations, such as the New York Public Library or NYCHA, has an economic sustainability office where individuals don't know about the resources from the Small Business Administration. They don't know about the virtual tools that are available. Many individuals are learn from visual learnings, right? And so coupled with a one-on-one counselor to support them, it really brings them to the next level. As far as New York City and New York State grant opportunities, most people, have an inspired dream. They have an inspiration, but they just don't have a roadmap to get there. They tend to need someone to support them with getting out of their own way. And so we support you, and we also identify procurement opportunities. Now, that's a term many individuals may not understand. They don't know that sales for your business, whether it's a service-oriented business or whether it's a product that you're selling, can be generated by procuring business from the local New York City, the Bronx itself, right, the state, and even the federal government. So we really walk them through the process. For example, Sulma, yesterday we had a workshop on doing business with the Department of Education. And so that was really impactful. And so we really identify where our business owners are looking to grow, and we walk them through the journey with them.
Mm-hmm. And that's so important, because I think some of the fear is that we fear being alone in the process. And from everything you've told us, is that we are not alone with you, right? You not only provide assistance and guidance, but you meet us where we are. A lot of people think that it's all about just reading material. And like you said, some people are visual learners. And the fact that you guys understand that is very, very important and critical, and may even bring down the wall of fear for so many. I myself am a visual learner, so I completely understand. What advice would you give to Latina women who are thinking about starting their business but are also afraid?
I would say, let's keep it simple together, right? Let's really keep it simple together. Literally taking out a notebook and literally just writing down your startup costs. What tools are you going to need to execute on your on closing in on sales, right? If you're a business, you have to have sales, you have to have financial projections, you have to know your startup costs. And it's okay to be uncomfortable, right? Because in order to get comfortable, you have to be uncomfortable, and that's called breakthrough. So I would say, literally get out of your own way, stand in your vision, and allow the Women's Business Center to embrace you and support you moving forward.
I do want to say that it's important to know who you're working with. I know for a fact our relationship with Damaris through different networks and connections, she's definitely the right person to have on this show. She is a person like no other. Like, this woman will make sure that that just as much as you are invested in your success, she's doubly invested in your success. It just means so much to her to see another woman thrive. With that being said, Damaris, what are the future events, like anything upcoming we should be on the lookout for, and where do we go to find out more information?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your question, Soma. So everyone, please check out, if you haven't already, www.bachwbc.org. And you can sign up for free training and register for one-on-one counseling to meet with myself and or a team of business developers. In the month of August, we have SBA resources that will be available to you in terms of counseling, in terms of capital, in terms of access and knowing what's out there. We work very closely with the Small Business Administration New York District Office so that we can make sure that the Bronx has information and tools they need to move forward in their business. We also have a signature program, as you mentioned earlier, Sulma, with GoDaddy. During the pandemic, we realized that we needed to go digital. Many business owners weren't familiar with email marketing. They weren't familiar with e-commerce. They weren't familiar with what is a shopping cart on your website. Also, when it comes to technology, many of our parents may not be as familiar as the younger generation with computers. And so we've really put together a program entitled Empower program in partnership with the Association for Enterprise Opportunity and GoDaddy, delivered by the Bronx Women's Business Center, where we have literally been able to provide individuals with a digital training platform to support them in understanding what e-commerce is, what marketing online looks like, Google Analytics, things of that sort. And if these are foreign topics to you, more reason to come and reach out to the Bronx WBC at bachnet.org. We also hablamos español. So estamos aquí para apoyar usted en cualquier idioma, será español o también inglés. Pienso que, como le dije, no es tan fácil a orientarse con una organización que probablemente no conoce, pero siempre cuando nos envía un correo electrónico o nos llama, va a recibir la voz mía. Y soy muy orgulloso de ustedes y estamos aquí para servirles y explicarles toda la oportunidad que tenemos para gratis sobre el Centro de Negocios de Mujeres.
Ay, no solamente eres una mujer emprendedora, Damaris, pero tienes un corazón divino. We look forward to having you as an official member of the chamber, and we can definitely continue these conversations. You have so much to offer so many women, and thank you so much for being on the front line, not just on behalf of us, but also holding our hands and doing this together, right? To bring down the fear and making sure that we all thrive. So for more information about the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and to catch more Meetings of the Mind shows, you can visit www.hispanicchamber.com, www.hispanicchamber.nyc. Ay, Dios mío, me estoy equivocando. ¿Qué son esas cosas? Or you could follow us on LinkedIn, New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all spelled out. Thank you so much for being with us, Damaris. Bendiciones, hermana.
Anytime, always, and here to serve. Thank you.